New York Jets offensive tackle Mekhi Becton got real vulnerable during a one-on-one interview. We've got the clips. We talk about it. Let's go. Zoinks! It is unequivocally the Super Bowl for New York Jet fans.
Field Yates, baby. Field Gosh darn Yates. Let's bring him on the show.
Come on, people. Connor Rogers is joining the show. What's up, Connor? But Trevor Gosh darn Sycamore, baby, for me, personally, my favorite New York Jet of all time.
Wow, it's great to be on. What an intro that was right there.
Paul, nobody does an intro like you, man.
Paul, you give the best intro of literally any podcast that I've ever been.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas.
Hey everybody, my name is Paul Esden Jr., aka Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. No, I'm not in my home studio where I normally am. I'm at the radio station. I've told you guys a few times that I'm a sports talk radio host as my day job, along with all the other things that I do. So every once in a while, we'll be doing a video here from my radio station. And really, I want to get into this Mekhi Becton thing. In case you guys missed it, Mekhi Becton, New York Jets offensive tackle, did a mini one-on-one interview with Eric Allen, the New York Jets senior reporter for the team. The Jets recorded a bunch of these interviews during the time the Jets players were there before they broke off. And then incrementally during this time apart, they've been releasing some of these interviews. So we'll have content while the players are away before we get to training camp. And the Jets released some Mekhi Becton footage today. And quite frankly, he got vulnerable. He got honest. He got open. Mekhi Becton doesn't do a lot of these video interviews or interviews in general, quite frankly. So it's always cool to kind of get a deep dive, an inside look at what's going on. And I want to play this clip here. We'll play a few of them for you here on the show. And this one in particular is about Mekhi Becton just really getting honest, being vulnerable, and talked about the dark place he has been in, having only played 48 snaps over the last 2 years. Let's roll some of the footage.
How would you describe everything that you've experienced the last 2 years?
Hard. It's definitely been hard. Like a lot of people couldn't walk a mile in my shoes. Like I can say that for sure. But I never gave up. I never gave in. So that's the plus about all of this.
Talk about the adversity that you were dealing with. Obviously, being away from the guys, being away from being in between the white lines.
Yeah, it was definitely a struggle for sure. Like I was in a dark place mentally and physically at the time, but I broke through. I didn't let it break me. Pretty much, I know I was stronger than what was going on. So like I said, I didn't give in. I never gave up.
And I'm going to be honest, that's what I love from Mekhi Becton. You could obviously see it on his face. You could see it within him, that there is this fire that's burning inside the belly. There's a fire in the eyes of Mekhi Becton as he did this interview with EA Eric Allen, that he is ready to just go crazy. He said it was his year. Here was another quote from him in the interview. Quote, "I feel like this is my year. I feel like 2023 is just the year of greatness, and that's how I've been feeling since 2023 began." He believes he has a new lease on life. Now, one of the clips I sent out this morning has been going viral, and there is a lot of good reasons that things go viral. So there's some good ways. It currently has 92,000 views on Twitter. But unfortunately, there was a lot of, the mean people in the Jets Twitter streets. I wanted to bring this video up because I think it is important that we talk about a big thing here with Mekhi Becton, and that's about who you have in your inner circle. Mekhi Becton, as you'll hear in this clip in just a moment, he revealed that he had the wrong people inside his circle, and he wanted to change that. And I think that is something that should be celebrated, not despised as it was by some fans. Here is Mekhi Becton at the beginning of this interview talking about what has led to this crazy physical transformation we'll talk about here. Roll the footage.
Mekhi Becton, you look like a new man. What's been the key as far as your body transformation?
Just the will to want to. Like, I've been wanting to make this transition, but like, just the team that I had around me wasn't the right team for me. So I had to change the seats that was at my metaphorical table. So like I revamped everything, got a new trainer, got a new agent, got new everything. So that was really the change that helped me out a lot.
How about exercise-wise? What did you change?
And there's some other parts of it you can hear there, but that's the most important part right there that he just said. So he realized he had the wrong people around him. So he changed his agent. He changed his trainer. He changed his everything, as he called it, nutritionist. And there's a bunch of other stuff. And I saw a lot of fans in the comments saying, hey, yeah, what took you so long, pal? Way to change a couple years later. And I think sometimes it's easy to say the right thing. It's easy with hindsight 2020. Why didn't you change it sooner? Well, sometimes you believe in a team. You put a team of people around you. You believe they have your best interest. You believe this is what's best for business. And for Mekhi Becton, credit to him for the pivotal year, the year where all the marbles are on the table. The Jets declined his fifth-year option, which means this season is his contract year. If he balls out, he could get the franchise tag. If he balls out, he could get a long-term deal from the Jets. Hell, if he balls out, maybe he gets paid by another team. But the fact of the matter is, Mekhi Becton realized that whatever was around him wasn't working, and he decided to change it. I respect it. I'm rooting for Mekhi. And how can videos like this, you can see all the clips on my Twitter account, @BoyGreen25. You can also see it in the article down below for some other details on this story about this amazing comeback. These are all reasons for me to root for Mekhi Becton, to champion Mekhi Becton, say, look at this guy doing everything in his power. Here's this. Mekhi Becton, during parts of the 2021 season, ballooned, according to Rich Samini, to 400 pounds, an unbelievable number. This most recent check-in that he did an interview with Bob Glauber of Newsday, a terrific interview that you guys can read through. At that weigh-in, and the weight is even less now. We don't know what that weight is because he hasn't weighed in yet. 342 pounds. Think about this for a second. 400 pounds. 342. That is a 60-pound difference just between 2 years, which is absolutely incredible. And think about this. When he went to the NFL Combine, and when you think about what the NFL Combine is in Indianapolis, it's the biggest job interview of your life. You are being measured, weighed, chatting with medical people, football people, all kinds of people. It's a massive interview. And Mekhi Becton, getting ready for that interview, weighed in at 365 pounds at the Combine. So right now, from the latest weight that we know, he was more than 20 pounds lighter than that at 342, and I'm sure the number's even lighter now. Again, we'll get official weigh-ins when training camp comes around. They update the roster sheet. 342 pounds. He is 20 pounds lighter than the best job interview of his life. Think about that. This man has worked his body, and obviously 60 pounds or so, depending on when this part of the season was, lighter of weight is less weight on those surgically repaired knees, which should only help. It doesn't guarantee, of course. You can't guarantee health. But Mekhi Becton's doing everything in his power to make a remarkable football comeback. And that's something, quite frankly, we should all be rooting for, just in general as a human interest story. But number two, because it's a great X factor to the Jets season. Whether Mekhi Becton is playing left tackle or right tackle, we'll get into those debates. But the fact of the matter is, he is one of the 5 most talented offensive linemen on the Jets team. And if Robert Saleh is going to play one of the best 5, Mekhi Becton is a starting spot on this team. And his job is to be the personal body protector for Aaron gosh darn Rodgers. I love this story. People can get all crazy in the comments. It's Twitter. It's social media. That's going to happen. But people, I just want to make sure and make it apparently clear to you that, and abundantly clear, I will be rooting for Mekhi Becton this season. And I love seeing the vulnerability. I love seeing himself put himself out there ahead of training camp. And I'm excited for what he brings to the table. Guys, make sure you like the video. Hit subscribe down below. You guys can also check out the heavy.com article with all the details down below. And here, I'll let you guys know. Every engaging comment in the heavy.com article down below enters you into a free Jets giveaway. Free. The only thing you have to do is comment with engaging Jets content, and I'll be communicating with you guys, so we'll have a community, and every comment you give is an entry into the contest. So the more the merrier. Keep them going. We're trying to do free giveaways. We're trying to work with you, the fans. I'm a Jets fan. You guys are Jet fans. Let's work together and get you guys some free stuff. That's what I want to do for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for checking out the video, and we'll see you next time right here on the channel.